Senseis, welcome back. We now continue with part 3 for the first time.
Is it the first time with the part 3?
I think
Did we
so.
ever have a part 3?
I
I don't think so, right?
I mean, technically, we could just cut up into like 10 parts as well if we wanted.
Oh, yeah, but this is officially part
Yes.
3 of
Yeah.
Kivotos stream. So
Yeah, we had a little bit of an intermission. And again, thank you for anyone who stuck around during the dev commentary. Glad we were able to jump in the middle. Obviously, some things weren't quite prepared since it was live, but we hope you enjoyed it. And for anyone who wants more details or if you want to know more about the first portion, you can always catch the VOD. That's going to be uploaded separately with subtitles. So we hope you look forward to that because, I mean, there's a reason that's one of the favorite segments for all of the senseis around the world.
yeah, you get to see the behind scenes of what came down in the process of development. Some leftover scenes that's not in game, and some animations that wasn't put into game that they had the resources for that they made. So we got to see some of those tools that unless we joined Blue Archive team, we would never know if it exists or not, right?
Yeah, which apparently is an option to try to find out more about the game.
Maybe there's a recruitment, not just for the recruitment for the students. Maybe you can actually apply and go into the MX team yourself.
Hey, you never know. You never know. Maybe take some Korean lessons, join the MX team. But that was part 2. Of course, we look forward more to the future to hear from the devs. And part 3 right now over on the Korean stage, Yonga PD has returned. And of course, that usually means that we're going to have some more things to share. Now, earlier, part 1, we focused on basically upcoming updates, right? Like new students, events, returning events. Part 2 is about dev commentary. And now, maybe we could call it a bit more of the practical parts.
Practical events section, or is it
some events? We've got a special segment as well.
Okay.
One never been done before here for Kivotos Live, so you can look forward to that. Yeah, we've got some extra things. But should we get started?
Oh yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay. Well, we'll keep things simple. Let's go to the first piece of news that we have for you. If we can bring up the graphic, and we'll take a look at what we have upcoming. And we'll see, because we do have some rewards, I believe, coming up soon.
Rewards. And when we talk about rewards, I think the best looking reward is that blue.
The blue what? The blue sky?
No, not
right here?
Activity report. No, that's. Oh yes.
Oh yeah. You know what? Definitely better than G Club.
Definitely better than myself. 1,000 pyroxene special on time pre-registration, and you still have time. You're not late. Even though we started streaming, you can still go back to it as the schedule says until November 2nd.
Yeah.
Oh, that's distribution.
The distribution schedule.
No, but still, you can still go into the site. I remember the dates, but not exactly.
Yeah,
you
a
still
couple
have
more
2 more
days.
days.
Yeah, a couple
2
more
or 3 days.
Yeah,
3
so
more days.
You're not late, but make sure you get that pre-registration for the 3-year anniversary, and then these will be distributed, starting on October 25th, as you can see on your screens. And what's better than Sensei G Clef? It's going to be the 1,000 pyroxes that you see on your screen.
Much better, by far.
Yeah, so that's just the first part that we wanted to share with you, but that's going to be the first piece of news we have for you. I told you it was going to be a little bit more practical. And then the next piece of news that we have for you.
Oh, we have different rounds. Pero's one-day class, the round 1 entry period's already open. That's week 1. We had somewhat similar. I believe it was a picture of your cafe. And then post that up.
Yeah,
that was last year, right? So this time it's Pero's one-day class. And 10 winners each per round. And 600 pyroxene.
Okay, so 10 per round, right? So it's going to be 3 rounds.
There's some good chance, I think.
Yeah, there's a decent chance. And you can see how to participate there on the left side. You can use the Pora template to create your own artwork and then upload it. So this is the web event, right? And so it's going to be outside of the game, but to the 3-year anniversary celebration one-day class section. Make sure you're going to the right section on the forums. We don't want your hard work to be lost into the web.
It's not hard. If you go to the forum on the left, there's a separate section that you can put the post up. And
I just want to say, Sensei G Clef, I know you mean it. It's not hard, but sometimes their senseis just need a nice reminder. So make sure you go to the right part on the forums. But again, the announcement schedule is on your screen as well, so you know when to expect if you submitted it for round 1. It's the first week of November, et cetera, et cetera.
It goes all the way into December, the late December, like almost the week of until the week of Christmas. So there's a bunch of time, and you don't have to be amazing with the artwork.
Yeah, you
don't have
never
to
know.
you don't have to be the best artist. You can be worse than me, and I'm really bad.
Oh, he's
with
pretty
just the
bad.
stick figures.
He's pretty bad.
Yes, I'm probably at the lowest, the abyss
Ooh.
level.
And look at this. We do have the announcement for streaming platform releases for the
OST.
official OST.
Oh my god!
And so we have volume 1 through 4, and it's all going to be available on the 3 platforms at the bottom of your screen. So you can see the 3 different ones: YouTube Music, Spotify, and Apple Music. So your choice of platform. But this is coming in the winter of 2024. So soon. We don't have an exact date, but soon.
Official OST, and I'm so happy. I still have 3 free months of Apple Music available.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. But again, I mean, listen,
yes.
we always talk about how so many of these tracks are so good.
Yes.
So glad to see that you'll be able to enjoy them to your heart's content. And before that, those tracks release, obviously there's the rhythm minigame on the web as well, so you can enjoy that while you're waiting for it. But that's the main announcements that we have so far. But right now, I believe we also have a couple videos to share with you. So let's take a look, and then we'll come back with a special segment. And there you have it. We did have I guess we could call it a special appearance from Hina.
Yeah, Hina, we all went through that story. Not just the story, it was actually really well modeled.
Yeah.
And you have to put in some time. I said it last time, you have to really put in some time to go through all the practice until you get the final scene with Hina's final practice with the piano. And then that was it. Really cool. And not just that, we have a festival coming up
the
somehow.
Sound Archive Festival is coming up. So
sometime in November, I believe.
Yeah, so looking forward to that, because I remember last year at the 2nd year anniversary, we had some performances and whatnot.
Oh, the rock concert?
Yeah, with the Senseis. So it sounds like we've got another fun festival coming up in November. So that's something to look forward to, but just a little bit of a tease there. But G-Clef, do you not like me, Sensei? Why are you so far apart?
I don't know. Why do we have the middle section empty?
I mean, there isn't a ghost here, is there? We're gonna try to. Well, okay.
No.
All right.
No,
joking aside. Obviously, normally we do like each other. We try to sit closer to each other. But for all of our global senseis, we actually have a special guest joining us today.
Can we have the guest? You will have the honor.
You know
of
what?
bringing the
I don't
guest.
think I think it ruins it if we try to do any sort of introduction. So, to our special guest, we'd like to welcome you to Kivotos Live, the 3rd year anniversary. Drum roll, please. Hello.
Wow, what an introduction.
No, we wanted
Hi,
the
everyone.
surprise to be real. Well,
It was
since
a surprise for me.
since you're here, please say hello and introduce yourself to all of our global senseis.
Hello, Senseis. I am your CM community manager. I'm RC. You may know me from my live streams where I cosplay as Arona and recently Plana. So if this is our first time meeting, I'm so happy to meet you.
Awesome,
Oh
awesome.
yes, we have finally met RC. This
I
is
know.
incredible.
It's so crazy to have RC here with us.
I know. In Korean time, when I usually wake up, is the time when we have the RC stream. So I never knew this was even possible technically to have all of us on the same show.
Yeah, I mean, RC, how are you doing with the time zones here to join
Oh
us?
yeah, that's right. It must be pretty late at your hours.
Let's see, it is almost 5 a.m. for me right now. So
Oh my.
I'm okay, we're going strong. This is an exciting moment. I wouldn't miss it for anything.
Well, I think all of the global senseis for sure will have to appreciate this because obviously, again, first time we're doing this. But it's just such a joy to have you here, RC. And before we get started, obviously, we're here for the 3rd year anniversary for Kivotos Live. So do you have any words you want to say to our senseis for the 3rd anniversary?
Oh, of course. Well, first of all, I would like to congratulate our senseis. Happy 3-year anniversary, sensei! I'd like to extend all of my love and the warmth in my heart to our senseis that support Blue Archive, our wonderful students, and everything in between. I really can't wait to see how far we go together. So let's look forward to sharing more incredible milestones and celebrations. Wow,
Awesome.
my heart's been racing. I've wanted to say that for so long.
Yeah, I mean, we took a look at some records earlier for the 3 years so far, and it just goes to show how much time I think all of us as senseis have spent together.
Yep, and also we do watch your stream in the morning, morning times, oftentimes. And recently, you were also doing Plana action, and many were saying Planar C as a meme-ish. And Planar Model in particular was a great hit during the past 2 streams over the social channels. Did you have any reactions or positive impressions from the senseis?
Honestly, first of all, I'm extremely honored that you watch my live streams. I'm almost a little embarrassed about it. So please allow me to thank you for your support, as well as, of course, all of our senseis that stay tuned in. When it comes to the feedback for like our streams and the different kind of model we use, it's never ceased to amaze me. So all of the comments across our social media, all of our community platform comments, I'm never not blown away by all of the positivity. So there's always a million thank yous that I want to say every single day, and all of the love, just like the devs mentioned earlier, all of the love always motivates me to continue to want to work hard. So thank you to everybody in your support. When it comes to like the fan art that gets shown too, whenever it's Arona or Plana, my heart always feels like it's swelling up. There's so many positive comments that give me a sense of confidence and pride, and so for that, I'm always going to be thankful to our senseis.
Yeah, exactly. And I know you feel very appreciative from all the feedbacks and all the senseis from the chat. But do have to talk about the live stream a little bit. I know you haven't been having the most amount of luck when it comes from the polls. Tell me about how your polls have been for many of the new students in the game.
Lately it's been rough. We started 2024 doing so well, and then everything dropped all of a sudden. So we always say, if my luck's bad, then Sensei's luck must be good, right? And that's what matters most.
Is that true, Sensei G.
But
Cliff?
my luck is also bad then. It must be you taking all the luck, Chobra, right?
I'm going to stay silent. No comment on this segment. I think it's a good time for me to move on to the other
Okay,
topics.
someone's been getting lucky.
Well, I think our global senseis, I think at least some of them will appreciate that there's someone to sympathize with. But okay, while we have you here, because it's not often that we get to speak with you, RC. We're sure that senseis who watch the streams regularly would know. I think maybe G Cliff you would know as well. But can you tell us a little bit about this mod sensei that appears every now and then?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. So Mod Sensei is a little bit mysterious at times, right? Isn't he? So in short, there's no easy way to say it, but Mod Sensei is everything. He is the person that plans and directs each of my streams. He wonderfully designs Arona and Plana's LTD models that everybody loves on stream. He goes so far as to edit all of my highlights. He makes my shorts on YouTube. Not to mention, Sensei is doing the most important task of all by moderating live chat when I'm streaming.
Oh.
I think... Sorry, not to cut you off.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
This is a little bit sentimental, but most importantly, Mod Sensei is the individual that reached out to me for this opportunity to be Blue Archive's North American community manager and content creator a little bit over a year ago now. So I definitely wouldn't be here today if it weren't for Mod Sensei's generosity and his incredible work.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry to cut you off there. Continue.
Just one last note. I didn't know if he wanted to be blasted with the spotlight, so I'm pretty sure he likes it.
I actually think so. I wasn't quite sure because I think I might be looking at Mod Sensei right now because I see maybe a little bit of a
Mod
smile.
Sensei, I actually met Mod Sensei last year.
Oh,
one of the festivals I just recognized.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, I actually met Mod Sensei.
You know more about the mystery than any of us.
But I didn't know until this moment, as well as all of the senseis out there.
Well, let us kind of, I guess, stand as a testament to RC that Mod Sensei is mysterious but real to all of our global senseis.
He's a jack of all trades. He does everything, and also the modeling, changing all the uniforms into different plana, and also Arona has been a treat. And how you always come back with the ta-da! I think that's always a signature coming down from RC.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I'm glad, RC, you had a chance to kind of give the spotlight back over to Mod Sensei a little bit as well. We love to hear that. Now, looking forward to some of the things that we've already shared here on Kivotos Live for the 30th anniversary, we were both kind of geeking out about the web rhythm game that's coming out for this upcoming event. I'm curious, are you excited about this? Are you nervous? Like, what's your feeling on rhythm games here?
I am so excited. I was watching along and I couldn't help but, starting to feel a little bit nervous about it coming up, and not to toot my own horn, but generally I'm pretty good at rhythm games. So probably one of the main reasons why I love Blue Archive so much and the music. It reminds me a lot of, other rhythm games that I'm used to and that I love. And so I know that it's going to be great.
Okay. Now, do we have any plans to share your skills with the upcoming rhythm game?
Is that going to be the future stream? I will totally tune in for that early morning.
I don't want to give anything away.
Okay.
But you might be able to see it on a future live stream, so please look forward to that.
Okay. All right. Well, I think everyone's going to be looking forward to that. Also, because you can see the high scores in that game, so maybe a little bit of competition amongst the senseis.
I will screenshot my high score somewhere out there, and we can compare that later on.
Okay. That's
be
something
fun.
exciting as well.
And did you actually watch Dongmin play on a normal level and the hard level? And are you confident that you can beat the hard level, because it seemed really hard as a difficulty?
It did seem really hard. I don't want to make any promises, but I do want to try my best. I do think that I have a good shot at getting a good high score.
Ooh,
okay.
That's some high standard.
Ooh, all right. RC with the bold words. Okay. All right. We'll look forward to that. In fact, I think there might be reason for us to maybe believe you in what you're saying right now, because you've mentioned before that you have a degree in singing, so already kind of musically attuned.
Ooh.
And we've also seen the shorts cover that really, I think, really touched a lot of the senseis' hearts. So we figured, there might be something you'll be presenting that's related to Iva Live, since it's, a band theme with the students joining a band and the After School Suites Club and their band outfits. Do you have anything you can maybe tell us if you do have anything planned?
Well, I can't reveal anything specifically yet, but there is something that Mod Sensei and I are working on, and we've been working really hard for a couple of months. It will be released during my next live stream coming up soon.
Oh.
So please look out for that and look forward to it.
All right, we need our Sensei investigators in chat to try to guess what's coming up.
I hear
'cause
that
this sounds
notification
exciting.
on YouTube bell going online right now to get the next streaming live immediately.
Yeah, no, that sounds exciting. That sounds very, very exciting because I mean, we've already kind of known from you that you're quite musically attuned and you're already speaking confidently about the rhythm game, and now we know that Mod Sensei is this mysterious all being that's we're making all of this work. So, okay, I'm a little curious. You've got my interest, that's for sure, RC.
Yeah, but RC for the and also got another question to ask you. So do you have any not on specific students though? Is there a specific academy, or do you have a specific pattern when you jump in and log into the accounts? Which one do you go into first? Do you go into like a cafe first, or do you go just go fully into the other section and go for the daily check-in first, or what's your like the daily routine when you log in?
This is a great question. So I think when I normally start out,
Mm-hmm.
I will go straight into my cafe to check all of my students, make sure I give away presents, may or may not show some favoritism when I'm picking out and inviting students. But cafe is always first, and then straight to lessons afterwards too,
Yes.
just to kind of get that through, make sure I have that done for the day. And then depending on how much energy I have, I'll probably try to work on my level a little bit and go through some missions. But that's the basic. If there's ever any special content, I always try to look at that too.
Okay.
Okay, let's go down to the details though. When you go to like
Uh-oh.
schedules, there are singles and doubles and triples. So which one do you go for the most? Do you just flip around, go for the maximum amount of triple to get the most amount of students, or what are your favorite routine in there?
Sometimes triples is the way to go, just because it's the most efficient. But I normally keep an eye out for what our senseis are recommending too. I want to stay in the loop the best that I can, but normally triples.
Okay. All right. So we've. It sounds like we've now gotten a little bit of a peer into RC's priorities here overall when it comes
Okay.
to logging into Blue Archive. You have any other questions you want to ask, G-Club?
Oh, for now, I think that's about it.
Okay. I do want to ask when it comes to the After School Suites band members coming up here, is there any one of those students, not necessarily because of the student, but maybe because of the role they have in the band that kind of speaks to you more? Or are you going to try to say that you love the entire band equally?
I knew you were going to ask me this.
We have to.
I think by nature, I want to say that our wonderful Kazusa with the vocals has to be my favorite, right? She's talented and I think you mentioned it earlier, but it's very rare to see a vocalist that also plays bass. I think that's something that really appeals to me, but there's so many great students from the band. It's hard to pick one out.
Sorry to put you on the spot, but I think that's fair, especially because of that aspect that even the devs talked about, right? The whole bassist usually not being the vocalist. Usually it's the guitar or something else.
Yeah, usually it's just the vocal or the guitar is in the front, or just solo, single-handedly just doing the vocals only. That's usually the band, guitar, bass, drummer, and the vocalist. That's usually the casual band as we have in game, as we will soon have in game.
Yeah, soon in a couple of days. But okay, all right. So seems like this, the next event coming up here, the next event story. It's going to be exciting, and you've already teased quite a bit. We didn't want to push you too hard, RC, but looks like there's a lot to look forward to when it comes to RC's content as well. So we hope that all of our senseis watching, you're looking forward to that. Make sure you turn your notifications on and whatnot to catch all the surprises that RC and Mod Sensei has planned as well. Any last final questions? You don't get this chance every day, Sensei G-Clef.
It's tough to on-stream questions only. Okay.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, we do have to follow certain boundaries here.
And also, I know you can't reveal it all the way, but do you have any other addresses in the future that might be coming up for Arona or Plana? Because you've been not every stream, but almost every other stream, you've been having some different costumes revealing in the stream. So I'm excited for that too. Do you have anything in plan?
It feels like there's always something new, isn't it? Sensei plans out so many different outfits for me to wear.
Ah.
I don't know if we've already released the preview for our next live stream, but I know that there are some senseis out there that, have eagle eyes and wait for those previews to guess.
I guess that's a better question for the mod sensei then. But he can't answer. Maybe he can give us an O or X or a triangle. I think we're getting a triangle.
We're not.
Now.
We're not getting much from Mod Sensei. A very, very mysterious being. But listen, I think we can all have faith that there's going to be a lot to look forward to. Then I think that's all of the kind of big questions we had for you here for the 3rd year anniversary. But is there anything that maybe you want to ask, whether it's us or the global senseis watching or anything like that, RC?
Well, I do want to ask our wonderful MCs, have you been surprised by anything on the live stream yet?
Have we been surprised by anything?
Yeah, like has there been anything that's stood out to you that's really amazing that you're looking forward to, or anything that's caught you by surprise?
Ooh.
I was surprised by the minigame, minigame in-game and also the web game together. I thought it was just one, but it turns out there's a web in-game and also the web game, rhythm game happening at the same time or a week after. So I think that's a lot of gaming for us to do extra.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I think for me, in all honesty, the more we kind of hear from the devs as well during all of these Kivotos live broadcasts, it's all the behind the scenes. I think I'm with a lot of the senseis when it comes to my favorite part being the dev commentary, right? Because like even today's earlier, we heard about you had to do like modular animations for the kimono to make sure the textures are all good and it looks pretty and that what we're imagining as senseis about the students and how they look is carried on throughout, whether it's the battles, the other stories and whatnot. So that always amazes me on just how much work is being put in to make sure that, the World of Blue archive is coming alive together here for Kivotos.
Oh, yeah. RC, I got another question. Did you get to check out the newest volume, the new chapter updates?
Yes,
with
I
the
saw
prologue?
the preview. I saw the preview for it.
Ah. the excitement
episode.
Already is in RC's voice.
Full, yes. She's got the full energy. And are you going to be... Oh, okay. No more spoilers.
Yeah, no more.
No more spoilers. I just wanna watch the live stream already.
All right,
that's my goal.
I think that's going to be the best way to put it. Is I think we speak for a lot of our global senseis, RC, that we're all looking forward to your streams as well. But before we wrap up, do you have any final messages you have for our senseis all around the world?
For all of our senseis, and of course to you too, Chobra and G-Clef, thank you for loving and supporting Blue Archive. I hope you enjoy the rest of today's broadcast, and I'm excited to watch it alongside with you. Once again, happy anniversary, Blue Archive.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us from across the world, RC.
Thank you. That was like Shiroko. Not saying you're the terror Shiroko, but that was like Shiroko coming from the other side into our side of Shiroko. So we joined all together in one live stream. Thank you so much, RC, for joining our stream.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll see you. We'll see you on RC's stream next time. Thank you so much. All right. Well, hope all of our global senseis enjoyed that segment. Never thought we'd have the chance to speak directly with CMRC, but I get a little bit of the behind the scenes about Mod Sensei and whatnot. But of course, we can't, let you know about this. But as always, there is going to be the 3-year anniversary Kivotos Live rewards. So that's something. You're frozen.
Pyroxene time!
You're frozen.
Pyroxene. This is not the same that we have seen when they covered my face with an image. That was 1,000, and this is an extra 1,200 on top. Of that.
So you have to make sure that you're listening and watching all the way to the end to understand all of these, because we've thrown a lot of information at our senseis today. But this is for the Kivotos live broadcast. So you're here with us right now. This is going out to you. But on top of that, there's the pre-registration reward from earlier to celebrate the 3rd anniversary. And then, of course, there's the web event. And then, of course, all the upcoming updates as well. So
yeah, there's a lot.
there's a lot.
Yeah, I saw some activity reports, not just the yellow, also the pink, which I think I filled about 3 lines of level 90, a little more than that. Oh, that's only the striker.
Oh, yeah.
If you
yeah.
include the specials, I think about 4.5 lines of level 90. And also 85, 85, and 65, 65, and 60. I think we're about to hit maybe an increase of maximum level soon enough. Yonghwa PD didn't mention anything about the increase of maximum level on this stream, so maybe it'll be the upcoming one.
Yeah, it's always crazy how greedy we can get as senseis, because I feel like today Yonghwa PD explained a lot. No, but I'm with you. No, he shared so much with us. And yet we're all wondering, like, okay, what else is there, though? Like, what else is on the timeline here? Especially because, as, of course, one of our senseis had asked Yonghwa PD directly earlier during the Tea Party Q&A, some people have a little bit of, fortune-telling skills, and people are wondering, okay, well, when is the timeline going to be caught up? And, of course, that's something that they're looking to try to make work in the future as well.
Yeah, with the Pyroxene's new reports, not saying that I have a lot of level maxed out. We still have to pull and look for the extra recruitment just in 4 days with some band members, and also lots of new students coming in as we go through the weeks. So I think it's a great time to not just save on the Pyroxenes, but use up all the reports. And I think it's also actually commissions times 2 right now. So it's great to get the extra reports stacked up, get it ready, because it takes a lot of reports to get at max levels. And if you are low, like me, on credits, having less than a million credits right now, maybe you can go for that commission right now. We go around the schedule, go for the normal, hard, or commission, yada yada.
I saw the pain in you. I have to ask, how much did it pain you earlier to see the dev build? The screenshots from the dev build.
I think everyone felt it, because not just the Pyroxene, I think it had like 1 billion credits.
It was, yeah.
And I have all the materials. And the extra stones and all that, but I'm low on credits, and so I can't level up the skills.
Yeah.
Even though it's max levels, I just don't have the skills maxed up.
It's always something, right?
And then the final skill costs so much credits. Then I keep on running out.
It's a costly investment, but is it worth it?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what forces me to wake up early, get the daily login. Also the afternoon login as well, to get extra energy.
There you go. There you go. Gotta get everything you can. So again, there were a ton of rewards that we covered here today for Kivotos Live. We hope that you I'm sure you've tracked it all along. If you missed it, you can always go back and watch the VOD to make sure that you're catching on and figuring out exactly what's out there for you. And then, but we talked about it earlier. I mean, the rewards are great, but there's so much in the pipeline in the next month and a half, until the first week of December, that I don't know how we're all gonna fare here.
There's so much content, and if you have not watched all the story yet, there's a lot of reruns. Maybe that's the time that you can enjoy the rerun. But for the rerun, you also have to go through all the rerun and use the energy for it. So maybe you can, if you have some spare time at the later parts of maybe. Did we go into December? I think we had the roadmap until the first week of December, right?
Yes.
So after that, I don't know exactly what will be happening, but maybe we'll have some extra time to hit the story. Along with that, we also have the mini story and tons of new content coming along. So make sure to grab some time, and less sleep is always better for Blue Archive.
And that's not professional advice, just so we're very clear.
I won't be responsible for your health, but usually it is. For your Blue Archive student, and as a sensei, you should always take care and watch the students a little more. You can get some less sleep. Come on.
Yeah. Well,
from a person who has been getting a lot less sleep recently, yes.
yes, exactly. Yeah, I think you might need more sleep.
Yes, I certainly do.
But of course, obviously, I mean, it's you can make time. You can figure it out. And again, we have so many new students, right? And then again, if you missed it, or maybe you joined Blue Archive late, there's a lot of the reruns as well. So
yeah, our live stream, it's always up on YouTube, so you can check it out again. And also, we still have the 3-year anniversary pre-registration web page. If you go to the forum, or maybe we also have the link on our YouTube, you just click on it, or if you Google it, it's the first thing that pops off. Just click on it. There's a pre-registration. All the events that we just talked about, the pickups, the roadmap, you can just click on it, and soon enough, it'll also some of the buttons it just says coming up, coming soon, but it will be updated later on for you to enjoy. I think the rhythm game is also in the middle. I believe it was in the middle, and that will also be updated when it's available. I don't think it's available right now. I think it will be available soon in a couple of days.
Okay.
Because I tried it out and it wasn't available just now.
I wonder if it's maybe just because it's on the web. So if we're trying
I
to...
think when the band comes in.
Oh, is it with the update? They didn't actually quite specify it earlier.
That should be the timing.
Yeah, they mentioned that we should be able to play it after the broadcast, but they didn't specify exactly when. So again, just stay tuned for that. But yeah, I mean, so much coming up. So many of the updates, whether it's the reruns or things like that.
And there's also pyroxenes for the web rhythm game. So it's
Oh.
also available on the website that you guys can check it out.
Okay.
Day 1, 2, 3, 4. The day 4, you get extra pyroxenes.
Oh, they
for it.
snuck that out on us
So-
earlier. They didn't. Yoga didn't tell us that there was a prize on the line here.
Mhm.
Oh,
May-
that's a big prize.
maybe that's a spoiler, but it's on the webpage.
Oh, it's on the webpage.
I
Yeah.
already
I
checked
mean-
that out 4 days ago. So, and yeah, so lots of pyroxenes, lots of extra goodies that you can grab from. As long as you daily check in all the time, I think you are not really going to miss out too many. As long as you did for the pre-registration, you do have to go to the webpage. That's the thing that you have to be at least doing it outside of the actual game. I think that's the only one. And the rhythm game, that's the two.
Yeah,
That's the
so
second one.
there's some things you need to do on the web, some things obviously. Most of the things in the game, there's in-game minigame as well. And also, we kind of skimmed over it earlier, but there was the Sound Archive Festival coming up soon, so that's something to just keep your eyes and ears peeled. But if it's, if last year's anything to go by, last year we had the 2nd year anniversary, but that was with the festival. So this year, I think maybe a little separate. But
yeah, on the 2.5, I also went down to Kintex and got to have the concert and also the shop. I guess it was called the festival. I don't recall exactly what the name was.
Yeah.
Kivotos Festival 2.5 year anniversary.
been.
I think that was it. And it was basically DJ, some concert, jazz, also some the Kivotos band also right there.
Yeah, for that one.
Along with that, a lot of merchandise and some events on site. I was there. I was covering it. Also vlogged it. Pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
All right.
And I don't actually know for 100% if the festival happening in November will be available for the globals, but usually they do stream at least one day out of many if it's many days.
Yeah, especially if there are performances and such.
Yes,
so,
they do.
So hopefully that's something. But it says it was a Sound Archive Festival. So I
For
imagine
the Sound Archive, you don't
there's
need
music.
us.
Yeah, I assume there's music.
For
yeah.
music, you don't need us.
Senseis, we're losing our jobs. We're gonna get kidnapped again. but there will be content.
Yeah, my name's G Clef, and I'm not talented musically enough to be in there.
Maybe I should pick up my instruments again and try to get into a band.
Let me guess. Violin?
Hold on, that's not fair. That's not fair. But I did play violin.
Oh, yes.
But quite seriously, but that's not fair. But I've also played like 6 other instruments.
Oh,
so
6 other instruments?
I've played the violin. I've played every string instrument except the harp. So I played like violin, viola, bass, cello.
Oh, that's
then,
orchestra, yeah.
Yeah, and then I've played the tuba. I
Like
played the tuba.
This tuba?
Yep, and then
man.
the electric bass. I've
Can you
played
do the
a little bit of
vocals
electric.
too?
I can do vocals too. I can
Okay.
do vocals too. I can also
Put this guy on stage.
beatbox
What's
slightly.
he doing here? Oh,
So-
really? That's a lot of
So,
instruments.
this is just for if
No,
any
man
bands
of talent.
out there need an extra member, to fill in the slot, then
You can be the band by yourself.
I could be the band. I could clone myself and be the band. Yeah.
The Cho band.
The joke band. But yeah, so jokes aside, there is that festival coming up as well. So I just wanted to touch upon that because we kind of glossed over it.
I already have that date marked on the calendar. I will
Okay.
be there regardless of what happens, unless there's a
matter what it
Mother
is.
Nature attack on the exact place, which then the no sensei should be there. But unless that happens, I will be there for sure.
Awesome,
Yeah,
awesome. I mean, it was a very, very fat Kivotos live broadcast so far today.
Yeah, it was. We had a whole lot of things to cover, lots of roadmaps and everything so on.
What was the thing that caught your eye the most today from today's?
Oh, everything.
gonna be
but something specific because it's in game, and I
Oh,
do
okay.
like the students.
Okay,
I do
okay.
like
I was
students.
I was
do-
scared that you were gonna say the pyroxenes.
that comes first. No, no. I was actually very. It was interesting. What's the most interesting part was that a lot of the new students are Sonic based.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yes.
mentioned that.
So and then I do look at the skills because I realistically can't pull every student sometimes. So do look at the skills, some percentages of damage and so on. I'm pretty sure a lot of the senseis can relate. And there's some lots of great skills coming out
Yeah.
soon enough with the band members and also the maid, Mimoy and Momoy
Oh,
and
yeah.
Midori.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to the future content with the Sonic because right now there's not that many Sonic students, so there's not that many specific content with that goes well, I guess, against 4 Sonic members. So I'm pretty sure that will be coming up soon enough. So that's what I'm
Okay.
daydreaming here.
Yeah, you're
it's
trying to
not official. That's
plan ahead.
my
Yeah, yeah.
personal guessing, right?
Okay. A little bit of trying to look into the future a little bit, try to
Yeah.
get ahead of the game a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, actually,
Yeah.
now that we've asked you, and we heard earlier from RC as well, I'm wondering if any of our senseis watching, just from what we've seen so far, do you already maybe have a favorite band member, right, from the Sugar Rush band? Because RC tried to say that she liked all of them, but we know that she did
RC is
mention
very nice.
Kazusa specifically. So, listen, there was a little bit of favoritism. Okay, so of course, if you are watching along, if you were here for the reveals earlier, then let us know. Let us know in the chat right now who you're looking forward to the most. I mean, maybe you want the full band because, quite frankly, both in terms of story, but also their skill sets, it sounds like you are gonna want the full band.
I think
so.
you do have to have the full band. Not that you'd have to have the full band, but you just get so much more synergy.
Well,
with,
yeah, I
with
mean-
the Sugar Rush.
I mean, just from reading it as well. If you can tell just by reading the text earlier that the synergy's there, then you know it's going to synergize. So that's going to be a big one. But we'll see.
Kazusa Yoshimi, okay.
Oh,
Ako is not the band member, but she's available for pickup.
don't
Ako's-
skip Irie as well.
Okay,
Irie's there as
Irie.
well. We got some equal votes. Okay.
Yeah, Irie will be
Yeah,
available.
Ako's not the band member.
Ako's not the band member, but you do need Ako. I'm telling you guys. Himari, Ako, 100% you need. And Nagisa, if you haven't pulled Nagisa.
How long is this list going to go here?
And Dress Hina, also
Okay.
really good.
Yeah, fair.
Dress Ako, her buffs are amazing. Very easy to press. Cost a little more. But I've been loving especially the recent new students. They've been giving me a lot easier time to go for the higher, I guess, high score, you can say. Super high up for certain, like, total assault and all that. And then I dropped down to, like, 20,000s. And this is not the one for me.
Yeah, so, I think we do have some of our senseis know the real deal. And they just said, well, just get the whole band. Get everybody on the full list. Get the band, get Akko, get Dress Out, get everybody. If you get all the students, then there's no problem.
Yeah, if you can get one tap, one pull, maybe. I will not take the luck. You can take all the luck, senseis. I'm ready with my credit card. I've got the budget. I got the extra budget pulled from the piggy bank, and I think I have to transfer all the coins.
All right, senseis.
Go to the bank.
Next Kivotos Live, we'll do a check. We'll do a financial
Maybe I
check
won't be
on
here
Jimmy Clark.
because I can't ride the transportation anymore.
but the students will be with you, Sensei.
Okay, I'll
That
be
is-
in chat.
There you go.
Good luck, Chopra.
Thank you. Oh, memories of 3 years ago starting to come back and have a little bit of flashback. But of course, before we are nearing the end here, I think we're gonna have a quick thank you message near the end from Yoho, I'm sure. But before that, I also want to remind everyone for the dev commentary today, we didn't have everything set up, so we only got to kind of summarize parts of the later half. But if you are curious what the devs shared, because I think there's always so much interesting content that they're able to share with us from behind the scenes, that is going to be re-uploaded separately with subtitles. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel to check that out and catch up on it later on to know some of the past. And also, they tried their best to tease without spoilers a lot of the future too. So
Yeah, we tried
there's
to
a
give
lot.
you the best translation in the starting from the middle section, but I'm pretty sure it was not even 85% covered.
Oh, no.
Because they had all the details and the reasoning why this was done in this way, and then how this was done between the teams, the communication, how that went, how the feedback went back and forth. That was all set from the dev team live. So make sure to go check it out. I will also go check it out when it's uploaded. I'm pretty sure it won't take that long to be uploaded.
Yeah. I don't think it should take too long. So definitely check that out. And
if you have the notification on, you won't miss a thing. Also, RC's live stream.
Yes, I'm actually pretty excited for RC's live streams coming up. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But I think that is going to be everything we've prepared here from the global side of Kivotos Live.
Really?
And I mean, there was a lot.
Already?
Do you want a part 4?
No, I will never let
Senseis,
you close.
would you like to speak with us for
and
another
the staff
hour?
will
Here?
hate me forever for it.
I think that is everything we've prepared. But the dev shared so much. Again, tons of the new students, rerunning students. If you missed them, these are your chances in the next month and a half. We've got events coming up. Go check out the VOD if you need any of the details of the information. But otherwise, hopefully, we'll see all of our senseis in the game in Kivotos on Blue Archive.
Yep, it was a really nice streaming again with you, Chopra, and we'll have tons of new stories, tons of new volumes, a chapter, and also lots of recruitment available. The reruns, enjoy the web, also the in-game. We have a lot of content to enjoy in the next month and a half, and also in the future. So make sure to not just in-game, it's also on the web, and some of the content also comes on our channel, our YouTube channel. So make sure to tune into all of it. Don't miss anything because you want to maximize your Blue Archive entertainment.
Yeah,
that's exactly what we are here for.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much. So once again, thank you so much for joining us, Global Senseis all around the world. Thank you. A quick shout out to CMRC as well for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you with a lot more content to share again in the next Kivotos live broadcast. Until then, we'll see you next time.
쓸수록 서포트해준 스토어? 와우! 게임마다 첫 결제는 100원으로 가볍게 퍼펙트! 출석할수록 커지는 할인 매주 내 맘대로 즐겁게 퍼펙트! 결제하고 페이백 받고 더 풍성한 게임 생활 퍼펙트! 갤럭시 스토어에서 혜택을 체크 혜택은 서포트 게임은 퍼펙트 갤럭시 스토어